It's time now for Media Watch. We're joined in the studio by James Creedon. It's good to see James, as always. We're going to start with our top story tonight. Then Manuel Valls, the Prime Minister, says that he is launching his bid to take over from François Hollande and lead the country as president. What kind of reactions have you been getting online?
Well, people watching his speech very closely, listening to what he had to say, and picking up on one particular sentence, Je suis candidat à la présidence de la République. So this was Manuel Valls saying, I am now a candidate for the presidency. Now, why is that getting a certain amount of reaction? Because, well, he's jumping a hurdle. He has to get through the Socialist Party primary first. So a lot of people were even speculating whether or not he was going to try to get around the primary exercise and just run directly for the election. In any case, he did clarify later that, of course, he will also participate in the primary. I suppose that indicates that he considers himself to be the best candidate, the most natural candidate to lead the Socialist Party. Others did comment on it, saying that they weren't really even sure if he was going to be a part of the primary. In any case, as I say, he did clarify.
There's a bit of confusion coming from Evry today.
That's right. Also, comments about the choice of backdrop, if you like, or this very.
Yes, here are all those people.
Diverse image of France, which I suppose would be very much in accordance with a left-wing kind of open, diverse image of France. The left very much embracing that notion. But some saying, hold on a minute, this is really smacking of United Colours of Benetton. In other words, was it a natural selection of people who happened to be there, or was it choreographed? And I suppose one could say that maybe there was an element of picking a representative cross-section, if you like.
Right, but he'd probably get in more trouble if he had a
completely homogenous
wide middle-aged men standing behind him.
That's right. In any case, one journalist, Bruno Roger Petit, saying, too much diversity kills the diversity. You know, be careful with the PR. Maybe you went a little bit too far.
It's so hard to tread that line, I think, natural, isn't it, for the politicians? And of course, he is François Hollande's Prime Minister. He has been since 2014. François Hollande's approval ratings hovering around 4% at the moment. Valls is going to have his work cut out distinguishing himself from Hollande, isn't he?
That's right. Just as François Fillon on the political right, representing Les Républicains, will have his work cut out from distinguishing himself from Nicolas Sarkozy. He was Prime Minister under Nicolas Sarkozy for 5 years. So you have two presidential hopefuls now who will have their work cut out for them, sort of defending the record of their president while they were Prime Minister. And one tweet here pointing that out. There's also this cartoon saying Valls is preparing to defend his record, and here you have a list of issues that will be difficult for him to defend. The labour law, which he forced through Parliament using a constitutional tool which allows you to get around having a minority support in the Parliament.
That didn't go down well with a lot of people, did it?
It's a presidential decree which allows a bill to be forced through Parliament, and it got a lot of criticism. And there's a list of other things there that he will probably have some difficulty defending. Two other tweets here pointing out some issues that Manuel Valls might have. Valls said, you should never he said in his speech, we must never close our eyes to poverty. But some saying, well, in fact, unemployment has increased during François Hollande's presidency, while Valls was a Prime Minister for quite a degree of time. He also had a discourse today which was very much against stigmatization. Now, over the past number of months and years, he has made declarations that some in the Muslim community were not happy about. For example, he took a very strong stand against the burkini. That was a big issue this summer. He supported mayors who banned the burkini. And he also has supported the idea that the Muslim veil would be banned at universities. So some would say that he'll have difficulty acting as a person who can bring together all on the political left, having taken quite a hardline stance on those issues. One or two more headlines on that. Well, this is a headline in The Guardian by Pierre Asqui, who is a French journalist for Rue 89. Who will rescue the French left after Hollande's discredited presidency? And indeed, there are lots of pretenders for the Socialist Party nomination. Manuel Valls won't be the only one. In fact, he may have some difficulty even posing as the favourite. Other big names in the party, such as Martine Aubry, have said, I really would find it very, very difficult to support Manuel Valls. She came second in the primaries in 2012 that saw François Hollande
the mayor of Lille,
become the candidate.
Born in the 35-hour week.
That's right.
Famously.
By the way, where did Valls come in that particular primary?
That was a long
He only
time
got
ago, wasn't it?
5% in 2012 in the last time he participated in the primary. So some saying he will have his work cut out for him.
All in all, there seems to be a lot more cynicism surrounding Valls' announcement than there was for, say, Emmanuel Macron, the centrist, or François Fillon, indeed.
Absolutely. And I suppose the fact that he is speculated to have really put a lot of pressure on François Hollande to step down so that he could become the natural candidate of the Socialist Party, that is another contributing factor, as this cartoon points out, where you see François Hollande with a God, it's a very violent image, a knife in his back.
He's got a lot of knives in his back.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Yes, it is. James, thank you very much indeed. James Creedon there with Media Watch.